Coming right up, the Nets taking on the Wizards. For the Brooklyn Nets, the best in the business all season long. The cream of the crop. They look to continue that dominance tonight. Wizards. Nets is next, right after this. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Chris Middleton.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Sarr. And it's Johnson in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Cam Thomas out there with MP. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Heading now into the final stages of the regular season. How excited are you for the playoffs, Doris?
B.A., I absolutely cannot wait. This is always a long season, and there's a little bit of time left, but boy, can you feel the anticipation.
Now here's Middleton. Inside. Thomas with a steal. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Clowney. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And we're about a minute into the first. Pass to Thomas. Back to MP. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Wizards.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now Middleton. Sarr finds George. Washington moving the ball around. Here's McCollum. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Here's McCollum following the bucket by Brooklyn. MP scanning the floor. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Bernard's got 5.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Sarr. And here's Johnson. Can't get it to drop. Thomas with the defensive effort. The 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Outside Johnson. George finds Middleton. And again, Washington, no good. And here are the Nets now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And here's MP from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
for your Brooklyn Nets.
And as April rolls on, let's take a moment to examine this year's crop of fresh rookie stars and see who among them is close to winning the Rookie of the Year race. You look at Johnson, performing at a high level all season long. Fourth in our rookie list, this coaching staff has raved about his maturity.
Sitting behind just 3 of his fellow rookies, there may still be time for him to move up this list.
Well, not only would he have to get hot, I think the players in front of him would have to slip up. But who knows? Those other 3 guys may be wearing a little bit down this late in the season.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Johnson. Still no points. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And the long arms of Sarr on full display. You got to keep this kid off the offensive glass.
Down low. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 11-point game. Sarr misses.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Pass to George. And Sarr with the basket on the assist by George.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
MP outside. Here's Claxton. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Claxton's got his second basket of the game. Outside Johnson. Back to McCollum. An easy 2 on the layup. McCollum's got 6. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Highsmith comes in for Clowney. Williams is checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Mann in for Thomas. And then for Washington, Bagley's checked in for Middleton. And it's Carrington in for Johnson. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. MP to pass to Sharp. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Bernard. Fires from deep. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's McCollum. From 10 feet away. Highsmith grabs the board.
Mixing it up inside, just coming up empty-handed.
1:03 left in the opening quarter. Williams on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's McCollum. His last outing, he had 24 points. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Stolen by Sharp. Here's Bernard. Oh, MP throws it down.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
The Wizards with another miss. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. On the wing, MP. Takes a 3. And again for 3.
Well, that did it. He's now even for the record.
And his next triple will earn him the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And he didn't come all this way just to tie the record. I can promise you that. 403 is the goal.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. We've got Corey Kispert. Marvin Bagley is out there with Carlton Carrington. And it's Champagnie at the power forward spot. Back to Carrington. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Kispert, the pass to Branham. Fires, top of the key. The rebound by Dimon.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it. Guys?"
Thank you, Allie. Middleton is checked in for Champagnie. Johnson comes in for Branham, and it's McCollum in for Carrington. Here's Kispert, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You can't be one-dimensional. Corey Kispert willing to put it on the floor and get to the rim.
Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Counted from distance. Porter's got 7.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Count it.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Get excited and get loud. Here they are. Team Fight.
checked in for Brooklyn. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Williams finds MP. From behind the arc. Good! Another from three.
And that shot moving him into history. The most triples ever in a single season.
You could feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the three and now stands alone at the top of the list.
I mean, can you believe it? Overtaking Steph Curry's top season. And now, maybe some debate when we talk about the greatest shooter in league history.
Making a change here. Sarr's checked in. Just 2 games before the playoffs get going. Let's see how the field might look. You take a look at Brooklyn. This season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches. And, of course, Washington currently a ways below.
I think for the Nets, they've really impressed me with their play this year. There's a reason they are first in the conference right now, and that's because of their hard work and selfless attitude.
The offensive rebound.
You don't typically see Kispert go to that mid-range game, but clearly lines it up in that one.
Sharp, a screen on McCollum. The drive by MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bernard's got 20.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Takes a step back. Here's Johnson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
First one falls. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Clowney in for Williams. And Johnson drops them both.
And what separates Johnson from most rookies and many veterans is his jump shot. I mean, it is pure and it's lethal.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He finished with 67 points, and that's a season high for him. What an offensive performance. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Blocked!
Terrific awareness by Alex Sarr. That is protecting your rim, folks.
Outside Johnson. And another miss by Washington.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And Bernard gets it to go.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Kicks it out to Middleton. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside man. And here's MP from outside. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
For three, McCollum. Brooklyn pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. MP outside. Takes the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
MP inside, guarded by Sarr. Pass to Porter. MP outside. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
McCollum on the left side. It's stolen by MP. And here comes the break. Pushing it up now. Finished off the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Outside Johnson. McCollum against MP. Kispert outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. The rebound by the Nets. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
From deep, MP nails it from 3. Bernard's got 32 points in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Nets running away with it. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
I think for Brooklyn, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're ruling the rules? They're taking shots for every team every night, and they're still landing on top.
What's ruling the rules? Never heard that before.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Nets.
Well, you look at all the assisted buckets, I like how they're working together. Ball movement and selfless play can be infectious.
Excuse me, are infectious and contagious the same thing?
You're the doctor. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's MP. And it's Clowney in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. To the middle. Here's Sarr. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Claxton.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Count that one. And that's 36 points for MP.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Outside Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. Sarr passes to Johnson. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
From deep, MP. Washington with a rebound. And Doris, even in the latter stages of his illustrious career, this coaching staff trusts Chris Middleton to create offense.
Well, one of the reasons you hear that, BA, is Chris Middleton is the very definition of a solid basketball player. He can play with the ball in his hands. He can get off the ball and knock down shots at a high level. We've seen him under duress of big-time championship moments make every right read. It's never a bad decision to give him the basketball.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you, BA.
Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, this is a primary weapon for Johnson. He's looking for these long-range angles at all times.
MP against McCollum. Back to MP. Fires the three. It's rebounded by George.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Outside Johnson. MP against McCollum. And a miss there on the triple.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Bernard. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
McCollum outside. Rejected by Claxton.
Love rim protection from Nick Claxton. That is a big-time block.
Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Porter finds MP. The shot. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 6 rebounds in the game. George left side. Here's Johnson. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, such a polished shooter, even as a rookie. Johnson gets the ball and drills it.
From deep, MP. It's rebounded by Washington. McCollum outside. Over MP. McCollum's shot is off.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Pass to Clowney. Now Porter. Here's Bernard. Fires for 3. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Middleton looking around. Now Johnson. Thomas defends. McCollum outside. 5 on the clock. George for 3. No luck on that one. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Back to MP. Another one falls. Amazing.
And no one can stop him. It's another 40-point game, and he's had a bunch of them.
And with tonight's performance, he's now tied for 4th on the single-season 40-point game list. Pass to Johnson. The 3 is up. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Wow. The athleticism on full display there.
Man, just incredible hang time. George outside. Back to Middleton. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Bernard. Well, the Nets shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Johnson against Thomas. To the paint. Here's Sarr. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Sarr's got 8.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Back to McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. 10 points for him.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. 20 feet out, and again, it's Brooklyn.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
MP against McCollum. And McCollum slams it in.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you and leave it wide open.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back with you shortly. Welcome back, everyone. Last quarter, we crowned a new single-season three-point king.
What a moment that was. He's drained a whole lot of three-pointers this season, but that's the one he'll never forget. And we're all lucky to have been here to see it.
It's been an unbelievable season for MP. And what you have to admire is the way this guy goes about his business. An extremely hard worker who stays, for the most part, humble and lets his game do the talking.
So on the floor for the Wizards, they've got Marvin Bagley. C.J. McCollum is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's Corey Kispert, and it's Champagnie at the 4. Making a change here. Bernard's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Sarr's checked in for Champagnie. MP outside. Williams finds MP. The 3 is up. Hits yet again. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Bagley for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. MP outside. Fires the 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Will it go? And a nice layup by McCollum.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so MP will bring it up for the Nets. Williams on the wing. Kicks it out to MP. Let's go with a 3. Sarr pulls it in. Washington has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Pass to Bagley, to the inside, and stolen by Williams. MP with it. Another bucket! Wow!
I mean, just a magnificent showing for him offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, he's now tied for 3rd most 60-point games in league history. Bagley passes to Sarr. Back to Bagley. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Bagley's got his first 2 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Bernard's shot is off. The Wizards have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. The crossover. Bagley sets a screen. Down low. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. So for Washington, Middleton is checked in for Bagley. George comes in for Kispert. And it's Johnson in for Carrington. They set the pick. MP drives in. Oh, misses the dunk.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
George scanning the floor. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Back to George. Johnson passes to George. Over Williams. George, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
On the wing, MP. Now Williams. Back to MP. There's the 3. Rebound, Washington. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sarr. Middleton outside. To the middle. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, Alex Sarr doesn't only have length, folks. He's got big-time hops, and he finishes that bucket in a hurry.
Here's Highsmith. Man, the pass to MP. To win the cold spell. And again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Johnson passes to McCollum. Back to Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. George's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Bernard gets it to go.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Pass to Middleton. 3-pointer. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
Add this one to the win column. Their 57th of the year.
And with this victory, they conclude this season.
Another one goes! Incredible!
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
From deep, MP. It's rebounded by George. And so George will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. McCollum, the pass to Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
MP outside. Lets the 3 fly. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Team second.
That one's off.
George. Shooting 2.
Good on the second one. There's 14 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. And there's a 3-second violation. And now we've got an intentional foul.
3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And he drops the first.
C.J. McCollum. 2 shots.
And McCollum drops them both. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're ahead by 44. Your thoughts, guys?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, let's send it over to the sidelines to Jennifer Quintana.
A truly exceptional performance tonight here, MP. You break 70 points and your team wins the game. What's next?
Post-game treatment, rest, recovery, a little dinner, sleep. Do it all again tomorrow, same as always.
Same as always, after a legendary performance like tonight's?
It's the same as always mentality that lets me do legendary things. So never too low, never too high. It's a cliche because it's true.
Wow, incredible job, MP. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you, Brian.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
MP right here. Right here. Hey. Whenever NBA fans think about they'll think of you, MP. Where do your thoughts?
To Vermont. To all those winters that seem like they never end. I remember shooting in the cold, in the dark. Shooting till I couldn't feel my fingers. Shooting till I reached the point where I'd never have to be out in the dark, in the cold again. Looks like I've made it.
You did. Thank you.
MP, right here. I'd love to follow up on that.
NBA is no joke, okay? For real, it's no joke. But MP going out there, putting up points like that, as a rookie, he's different, man. He's different.
Hello, fans. Earn an XP multiplier when playing games in the city by wearing eligible clothing items found in the pop-up shops throughout the city.
Shot, shot, shot!